Okay, guys, let's start this eye look off with a eye primer. This is a drugstore look, and I'm using a NYX eye primer. It's a pigment primer that I got from Target, and I'm going to put that all over the eye, and then I'm going to get into my brows. I went in with 3 different pencils. I know, it was crazy. The first one is from Maybelline. This is the Brow Precise, and this is in deep brown. And the second one was Iman's Perfect Eyebrow Pencil, and that's in blackest brown. And then I used a Ulta pencil, which is in Ultra Slim Brow Pencil. It's in an espresso. And yes, I mixed all 3 of those together because I kind of like the mixture of those 2, well, 3 together. And okay, so we got everything going along, and I am filling in my brows and how I like them to be. I'm going to go into a concealer. It is the Makeup Revolution concealer. This is in C13, and I'm going to use that to cut underneath or clean up underneath my brows to make it look flawless. Okay, so there is the concealer. Again, that is Makeup Revolution C13, and I'm using that to clean up under my brows. I'm also using a brush from MAC. I do not know the number, but it's a flat brush I use to carve underneath my brows. And yeah, that's all. You see what I'm doing. Okay, so now we're going to get into another concealer, and I'm going in with ColourPop's concealer. This is in Deep 70. I'm going to use that all over my eye and pat it in, and then I'm going to get into my eyeshadows. Okay, so first eyeshadow. We're getting into the NYX Eyeshadow Palette. This is a tropical color palette. I have to put in the name of the actual palette in here somewhere. But yeah, and I'm going into this green color, and I'm putting it into the outer part of my eye, and also my outer part of my crease, going upward into the crease, and just staying right in that little pocket area where I want this color to be. Okay, so now I'm going into a blue in that same palette, and I'm going to pat that onto the lid, and then pull it into the crease, like right where the green stopped. I'm going to add that blue and try to blend those two together. To be honest, I really did not enjoy this palette that much. The eyeshadows are very chalky looking, and I had to keep going into it over and over again, and it still didn't quite come out how I would want the look to be, and that's probably why I added glitter in the end. That is Fair Neutral. I have to put in what's the name of this concealer, but yeah, I'm going to use this to cut my crease with the green and blue, and yeah, make it notched. Okay, so we're still gonna, so scope out that eye. I really did not enjoy this palette. Again, eyeshadows were really chalky to me. Um, yeah. So I'm going to use that pink color right there and put it into the inner part of my eye, and just pack it in there. I had watermelon vibes with this look. Yeah, so we're gonna get into another color. Okay, so we're patting in that pink, and then we get into that yellow kind of orangey color that's in the palette. It's interesting, but I ended up putting some one of my dollar glitter um on top of it, and I really wish I put like the pink glitter on the pink part too, to really sing the glitterish. I don't know, I felt like it was flat in the inner part, but I still love the look. All right, so now we're going into the outer color, which is that blue, and I'm going to pat that onto the outer part of the eye. And I think I ended up using a darker blue because I think this blue wasn't really giving me the kick I was looking for. And I'm also going to finally use my crayon case eyeliner. Um, I bought like a while back. And yeah, I quite enjoyed it. All right, so now we're getting into my crayon case eyeliner in black. I'm going to wing up my eyes. I don't really do this that much, but I felt like the colors felt so flat. I wanted to add some more, I don't know, dimension to the look. That's why I ended up like I needed to wing out this eye. And then I end up adding the glitter off camera. Sorry about that, but yeah, I enjoyed it. Really nice little applicator. I was able to get that really sharp. Boom. Super sharp. All right, now we get into the lashes that I put on. And then I have the e.l.f. Hydra um, Boost Drops. And then I also have the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. And the Blue Smooth Face Primer. And the foundation that I went with was the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir foundation, and it's in soft sable. Yes. So yeah, I put that on. I actually really like that drugstore foundation because it looks so natural on me. Now I'm going into my concealer, which is the same concealer I use to carve underneath my brows, which is Makeup Revolution C13. And if you see my mouth moving, I was like on the phone talking to my mother. And yeah, then I'm just gonna pat that on in, and yeah, I actually like using a brush with my concealer. It just, I don't know, it looks more natural to me. Alright, so now I'm going to use this Milani powder, translucent powder. This is in medium to deep. I'm going to set up under my eyes. Everything I've been using, except for the primers, this is like the third time me using the primers. And I think the primers really work. I had no issues with them. Okay, I'm going to use Makeup Revolution stuff on my hand. Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation. This is in F18. I would have been talking to you guys, but my mom was on the phone with me. and she was talking major stuff. So use that. I'm going to go into a brush. I'm gonna use this. It's a Morphe brush. This is a G2. I'm going to take my Evian spray. Oh jeez, it's a massacre. Okay, so we gotta blend this. This is a really dense brush. Just giving me some color. And we're gonna act like my forehead isn't this big. You know. And blend. Blend, darling. Blend. I don't like how this is right here still. A little bit of my foundation is on that. All the way behind the ear. Yes. Okay, since I'm here, I'm going to contour my nose. Same thing, make a revolution. Yeah. I just used my ColourPop concealer. Because once I blend this together, it's going to make another color. Use this brush here. I need to tone down the dark contour shade. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in. Just like that. And then I'm just gonna pat that tip. Yes, so I'm going to use my translucent powder here and this banana shade and my Ulta contour palette. Just a mixture of the two. Just set my nose. And I'm also going to set my contour. Let me use this right here. This is a MAC 168. I think this is what this was. I'm going to go into this shade right here and these two. And I'm just going around the cheekbone. Use that darker one up under my chin. Okay, I'm gonna take this color right here, a little bit of that, go back and forth in these two. So now I'm going to go back into that Maybelline translucent powder, and I'm going to go up under that contour. So after doing that, I want to go into my Makeup Geek contour palette, and I want to use this right here. This is in Half-Hearted. This one right here is Deal Breaker. Other one is Scandal, excuse me. And this lighter one that I have, it is Bad Habit. I am going into Half-Hearted. Oh no, I want a little bit more warmth in my contour. Kind of like a bronzer in a way. Okay. Just because I want to use this, even though this is like a drugstore makeup look. This is Fenty Beauty's powder, translucent powder, and I got this for free. Look how much is in this. So I'm gonna put this in this because, you know, it was free. Free 99, people. I got a little bit to try out through Sephora's you know, samples and stuff, and they always have like certain things like that you can try out. Since it's a brighter type of powder on me, Nutmeg is. I got another one, but I'll put that in my kit. Again, you can get these like this. Get these free when you purchase something, and put this in your kit. I want to do a whole video about like my kit, and you know. Okay, this is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is in 40 dark. I think this is the darkest you can get. There's nothing after this. I'm gonna use this brush right here. This is another Morphe brush, E41. Put my brush into that. and we're gonna just knock that off. Hey guys, this is the look I well, you'll think that I just finished, but I have been done with this look for hours now, and I'm almost ready to take my makeup off. But I'm gonna do another video, so I'm gonna reapply my lips. I went in with Iman's Perfect Lip Pencil. This is an espresso. I think I got that from Walgreens. Okay. Okay, I put on my Maybelline liquid lipstick. This is in Seductress 65. So this is what I had on. So I haven't took pictures, so I'm gonna do that later. That stuff all on my hand. So I used this palette right here from NYX, and I use pretty much everything in here. Yeah, pretty much, because I use most of these colors right here up under my eye. Especially the green, blue, this golden shade's not true. It's more like a goldenrod, which really applied nicely. You need a sticky base and it will apply better. But me blending this green, I had added another green from this e.l.f. palette right here, this one right there, into the crease, and when I used it, it pulled at the this eyeshadow and it made a spot, so I had to go back in and tap in that area. It's still, to me, I can see like a little discoloration a little bit, but whatever. I got this e.l.f. palette. I have another e.l.f. palette like this, but you know, like all these shades and stuff, but it's more browns. I wanted this one because I thought it was a little bit brighter, especially with the yellow. The yellow really did not pick up too well on my lid, and I really didn't like the goldenrod color. Like, I did, but not what I was going for. So I ended up putting a dollar super glitters. This is a dollar glitter, and this is in Golden Sun Yellow, and I used a NYX glitter adhesive. Here it is. They call it a glitter primer, and I used that from NYX to put that down, and then I put that glitter down on top of that to basically mask the mess of that eyeshadow. It was just not working for me. Of course, I blend underneath, and that kind of faded that's underneath here. My brows, I feel like my brows are too warm. I feel like they should be a little bit more darker brown, but everything that I got was these pencils right here. I have a ultra slim brow pencil in espresso from Ulta, and then I have a Iman pencil. This is in Blackest Brown, and I have this one right here from Maybelline Brow Precise. It's the dark brown, and this one is dark, but it does not stay on for long. Like, I literally used this at work before to go on to work, and I just did my brows, and when I didn't like how dark it was with this, so I went back in. I was able to just wipe it off, and it just literally wiped off. I set it in everything, you know, but I don't really like this one that much. But these two are fine, but it's still not dark enough of a brown. I feel like it's more of a brown color, and I think it really does match with my hair, but I want it to be a little bit darker. So yeah, I also winged out my eyes with this from Crayon Case. This is Line Me, a liquid eyeliner from the Crayon Case. So I use that to wing out my eyes, and I use Vanity Fair mascara. I need to throw this away because it was kind of dry. What else? I started off using this primer right here. This is the NYX Pigment primer. I use this to set my eye, and then I put concealer as a base down, which is the ColourPop concealer. This is in Deep 70 to set my eye. And when I actually did my cut crease, I did it with this right here. This is still from ColourPop, and this is in Fair 5. I use that to cut out my crease, and I also use e.l.f. primers. This one is Poreless Face Primer, and this one is the Smoothing Face Primer. So I use both of those and a e.l.f. face drop. And also use this concealer today is my color Makeup Revolution. This is in C13, and then I contoured with Makeup Revolution stick foundation. This is in F18. My foundation today was the CoverGirl Vitalist. I love this foundation, but it does not stay on. I would say for like a whole, like I was really greasy. I had to powder my face a couple of times, which I'm not mad at, but and the color is still nice. So I don't know. It did what I wanted it to do, because it's not a full coverage, but I still like it. I set underneath my eyes with my Milani powder. This is in number 2. This is in translucent, medium to deep. I use that today to set underneath my eye. I set my whole face with my Maybelline Fit Me Powder. This is in dark 40, and this is how I think this is the darkest shade. Contoured today with my Ulta contour palette. As you can see, I did my highlight today with my Maybelline Master Chrome. This is in Molted Gold, right there. That's what I use for highlight. I also went into my Makeup Geek contour, but I kind of use it more like a bronzer. I used, I think these two. One of these, this one is Half-Hearted, and the other one was Deal Breaker. Just a little darker from Makeup Geek. Had this many moons ago. Also put on 2 blushes from ColourPop. This is Shock Cheek. No, this is Swift. That's what it's called. Super Shock Cheek. This is in matte, and this is in Swift. And this one is in Tonic, like an orangey color. So I kind of use both of those together. I set my face with the Milani setting spray right here. I think it did a really nice job. Just a little oily, and I ate too, so this is like a good couple hours of this makeup. I went and saw Toy Story 4. I don't really suggest this little thing. I think these are like $4.99 or $5.99. I would skip it. This is, I like the colors, but the fact that color moved and I could still see that little spot right there, no. I will be trying out this e.l.f. palette just by itself, just to see where it, what I like and stuff, but it seems that it will be more on the warmer side of a look or whatever, but we shall see what I come up with. Also in the inner part down here, I used Crayon Case pigment. This is in Add Butter right there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I used in this eye look. and I love it. I got a lot of great feedback from it. It's very bold, you know how I am, but I loved it, and I am so happy that I had the opportunity to show you something fun. Like, let's get into this summer, boo. It's hot here in Michigan. Let's get into it. So this is the look. I'm gonna do some pictures, and I am so happy you're watching and subscribing, and thank you so much. And I will be doing a giveaway once I hit 1,000 subscribers. So thank you for watching. So bye until next time, and thank you for watching.